what's going on today in the world. It seems like for the most part that racism topic is still going around everywhere, and as people know, there's companies changing their brandings. For example, if there's a black person, they're basically going to get rid of it just because they say it might give the wrong impression nowadays and they need to evolve. So it's kind of interesting reading this one. How about when it comes to animated characters and voice actors? This one says The Simpsons will no longer have white actors voice non-white characters. Fox has released a statement on casting for non-white characters on The Simpsons. Moving forward, The Simpsons will no longer have white actors voice non-white characters, the network said Friday. That's kind of crazy for me personally, because voice acting is one of those professions where it doesn't matter of your race, size, or anything like that. You can do the job as long as you have the appropriate, I guess you could say, skill set. I know in recent times the character Apu on that series has been getting a lot of backlash because they said it's completely stereotypical and racist in terms of how it portrays the character, and even the voice actor said he's going to stop voicing the character as a result, like way back. And it says Fox's new policy follows announcements several white actors including Jenny Slate and Kristen Bell who have agreed to stop voicing characters who are biracial. Mike Henry announced Friday that he would no longer voice black Cleveland Brown character on Fox's animated The Family Guy. Is that going a little too far? Because if you think about it too, actually a lot of male characters are actually voiced by females. Well, that basically go into that realm as well, saying, okay, only people of the same sex can voice those characters. So you can see from the account of the voice actor who voices the person Cleveland on that show Family Guy, this one says, it's been an honor to play Cleveland on Family Guy for 20 years. I love this character. But persons of color should play the character of color. Therefore, I will be stepping down from the role. And it's interesting to see the reactions. Like this guy here, he says, look, I'm black and a voice actor and I don't think this is necessary. I appreciate the sentiment behind it, but I don't think you should do this. This is your most iconic role. That's the beauty of voice acting. The actor's appearance, including skin color, does not matter. And general public reaction to it, like this guy says, I expect Joe to be voiced by a paraplegic as well. It says, good luck finding this guy, or is this like an old pirate guy, I guess, like stereotypical? To me, in this context, it's a little strange because you can think of this in so many other things in life where you wouldn't do the same thing, because to me, it's about consistency many times. For example, is it going to be a case now when you want to write a book about, let's just say, a certain culture, even though the person has all this experience, they can't write it because they weren't, like just say, born in that country or that ethnicity? Especially here, like I said, with the voice acting, you don't really get to see the person. It's whoever has like the right skill set to make the voice as is. I mean, I just can't see it any other way. Like, well, let's just say fictional characters, like in a video game. Do you have to be like a monster to voice like a monster and so forth? It made me think of a funny thought too, because with all the talk usually when people want change, it's okay, do your voting, wait for election day and so forth, and once you do that, then hopefully the people you voted in will make the proper changes. But look at this, man, this is like completely power of the people. All that demand and so forth basically influence all these companies and all that to create this change. With that thought, it was interesting reading this because, as you guys know, a lot of people are afraid of new tech, so whenever they see something new, it's ban them all and so forth. So this one here, it says, FWP Commission rejects remote-controlled boats, drones in fishing. Montana Fish, Wildlife and Park is considering strengthening its laws to make sure drones and remote-controlled boats don't invade the hobby of fishing. FWP Operations Sergeant Phil Kilbreath told the FWP Commission this week about a potential problem looming on the horizon. Drones and remote-controlled boats are being used to help fishermen get to places they couldn't before. It's a rather new phenomenon that hasn't been used in much of Montana yet. Funny enough, with things like RC boats, I see kids using them all the time, like in the water, like just for fun. But this one says, however, people have been reported seeing fishermen using RC boats to access a closed area below the Libby Dam, and FWP is starting to get questions about the legality of their use. Obviously, a few people are intrigued enough to use them. As to how they're using them, it says RC boats can either carry a fisherman's line out of beyond where he could normally cast, or they can troll independently with a line controlled by the fisherman. It's like jug fishing, except the jug is remote controlled. Similarly, airborne drones can also carry a fisherman's line long distance and provide visual confirmation of the water before dropping the line. Or drones can also fish independently while the fisherman operates the drone's controls. The difference is drones can go more places than a boat. So it kind of reminds me of stories before where hunters were using drones to scout out the area to see where the animal is, and they said that's an unfair advantage, so they banned drones, like aerial ones, from being used? Would you agree in this case too? They should be banned for the use of fishing? I guess for myself, the thought would be, would you ban this just in the sports sense because you don't want people, quote, cheating? Like you want a fair playing field for everyone? At the same time, would you ban it if someone's literally fishing, let's just say, I don't know, for their livelihood, like they just need to get a meal for the day? Would you ban them from using it in that case? Alright, see you guys later.